On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I was listening for a sound that I was afraid I'd never hear. The sound of holiday phosphorescence.
All aboard! All aboard! Tickets, please, tickets. Well, you're coming.
Hello, everyone. This is your host, Thoreau Smiley, and my retirement plan is Hobo Ghost. Who's joining me this week?
Hey, I'm Josh Cece, and I definitely recommend the sequel, Murder on the Polar Express.
I'm Brian Lesh, and Christmas just doesn't work out for me.
I'm Alaric Weber, and I do all my acting with my animated chin pointed directly at the camera.
Directly.
And those lifeless eyes, Al.
Those weird chiclet,
Yes.
those weird PS2 era chiclet teeth. Yeah.
I
And
can't tell
the
if you're biting your
high-pitched
lips.
squeal that is Tom Hanks' exuberant voice.
Oh my God.
It's at a register that I did not like it.
Yeah.
No, nor do the dogs.
And that's been like a bit in his career. He's used it in funny ways. I think of the Burbs, but but in this he's screaming constantly. It's not an outburst making it funny.
Well, and might I add that
settle the fuck down, Tom, and Al's right, the chin. Chin first.
There's a lot of voice actors who like disappear into their voices, and it's like, oh, I can see how that's them, but I accept this as another person. Every character is just Tom Hanks doing a voice.
With the exception of Santa Claus. I don't know what the fuck was happening with
They
Santa Claus.
pitched him down. They just pitched him down. That's all.
Is that why it sounds so fucking uncanny, jarring?
Yeah.
I don't know how they made his voice
Don't
sound so
like-
chilling.
Yeah, it was Tom Hanks talking like this, and then they pitched him down.
This is the worst voice acting I think I've ever heard in a thing from anyone. And it's Tom Hanks. Woody.
Yeah, yeah. Woody is like one of the best voice acted characters ever.
I feel like on every let me finish. On every sensory level, it's jarring, and I say even taste. Like if this had a flavor, it would be a
Piss
terrible
and pennies, man. It would be
confusing
piss
flavor.
and pennies.
Yeah,
And peppermint.
and licorice. Yeah,
Have we even
Black.
told our listeners what we're talking
No,
about?
we haven't gotten very
This
far.
I think they
we
might
are
have an
of
idea,
course
though.
talking about Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that this Florence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia, featuring Santa as
David
the bear.
It's the bear.
not that.
The elves are
Santa.
like, yes, chef.
Oh, don't even bring up
Oh,
the
that
elves.
bear.
Don't even bring up the elves until we get there.
Yeah. Okay. So this is holiday.
My body is recoiling at the thought of talking about this movie, you guys.
This is a holiday phosphorescence. It's a deep dive movie podcast where we do holiday movies. It's that time of year. We're gonna dive deep in, do some research into production and source material, and tell you about it. This show's brought to you by patrons like executive producers Michael Beckwith, Atticus Burkett, and Holly Stachnik. Yes, indeed, you can be a patron too. Go to patreon.com/harmless entertainment. Loads of bonus content there. We just put up our monthly movie. It was The Fall, and now it's winter, so that works out. Fall was a good movie. It was a surprise. That one.
Yeah, I really liked it.
You can catch all of our shows ad-free and early as well. So patreon.com/harmless entertainment right now on Holiday Phosphorescence, where we're 2 movies deep and I'm not sure what we're waiting in, but
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look, you can be fully excused because you hadn't seen it either.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it was a fun idea.
And you hadn't seen this too, right, Josh?
No.
No. Al?
I also had not seen it.
And I had seen it 20 or 30 times because my child loved it
Yeah.
as a kid, and we had it
So,
on
yeah.
DVD.
It's worse for you.
Yeah.
It's for us.
My godson, my nephew, he's like a year or 2 younger than Jude. And I know that he really liked it. Yeah.
It's there's a certain era of Gen Z that loves this movie, and it is
Wait, they love it?
Jude
Yeah.
loves it. Loves it.
Well, and the picture book was popular, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
And-
that came out when I was a kid.
But again, a picture book with a couple lines, on each page. A picture book. And that's definitely what he tried to do.
A picture book with a lot less Steven Tyler.
I said don't talk about the elves.
I said we don't talk about. It's the first rule of Elf Club. The second one is leaping and bounding.
Yes, indeed. We are watching The Polar Express.
On Christmas Eve many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound I was afraid I'd never hear. Coming?
Where?
Why, to the North Pole, of course.
This is the Polar Express! All aboard!
The Polar Express. Yes, that trailer was like the movie felt, but slow and uncanny.
Yeah, that trailer felt about as long as the movie.
Yeah. It was released.
And you're right. Pardon. You're right, Brian. I think you mentioned it in passing. The voices are uncanny too, and I didn't even know that was a film thing.
I didn't know it was possible to hear
Yeah.
a voice and be so uncomfortable. I've heard mixes that are bad.
Well, look
But
at
not
like
voices?
for instance, like Seth Rogen and his sausage. But like you can literally put a voice with anything,
Mhm.
and I've never had that. Like that shouldn't be that voice.
Yeah.
That thing shouldn't have that voice.
The
That
moment,
seems like it's it.
the moment that the narration starts in the
What
movie,
if
just
Tom
go
Hanks
like,
is Pennywise in this?
for real, it does feel like it, kind of.
Sometimes
like, he's like-
it's sinister, and then he's all, "Nope, I'm not."
That
Well, we get the he does like what 5 voices, but it opens in the trailer. When I was a child, and it's like, dude, you're not even doing a voice. Like, what is this? It's not even a voice. It's not even your voice.
was it there. There's
Performance, I guess.
yeah. No,
Not
the
even your
voices that are
voice,
being
it's not a voice.
There's the theory that Santa Claus, Mary Poppins, and Pennywise are all the same species.
Yeah, I have heard that
Oh.
fan theory.
It's like a Snowpiercer Willy Wonka.
Well, Stephen King did have a counterpart in the Dark Towers too.
Yes.
Dandolo, who fed on laughter and joy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have heard those theories, especially Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Because Mary Poppins
She's a
is
cryptid.
Yeah, she's a strange eldritch being for sure.
Mhm.
The Polar Express was released November 10th, 2004. Running time of 100 minutes. It cost $170 million. And it
Wait, this is 100 minutes long.
yes,
Yeah, can you believe that?
an
shit?
hour 40.
I looked, and there was an hour left, and I wept. I couldn't understand how a picture book about a train on a track. All right, sorry.
Well, you add in a whole bunch of unnecessary 3D
I know.
type. Like,
Let's not talk reality.
Song
I
and
know
dance
how.
numbers.
I know
Yeah.
how and why.
yeah. Yeah.
But I want to know how and why.
Yeah. Well, it cost $170 million and it made $318 million. So it was fairly successful-ish.
I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah.
a Christmas movie too, so it's
Well, and
And-
this got him to make. He went and made the Christmas Carol shortly after, right? With
Made
Jim Carrey,
The Christmas
Bob
Carol.
Zemeckis did.
He made Beowulf.
Oh, right, the same weird.
With
fucking
the same
animation.
motion capture bullshit. Yeah.
But done so poorly,
He-
so like George Lucas
He's-
is laughing at him.
Well, he's like James Cameron's dark reflection, in that like James Cameron got really obsessed with the technology of his films and ended up making, whatever, however you feel about Avatar, they are successful as they are
Movies,
they
yes,
are
they have a
successful
fan
as
base.
films. They have a fan base. They made all the money, and they're technologically very successful. Like, they look fantastic.
But he went with an otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
wanted a realism in this. That was terrifying.
Yeah, truly terrifying. The little girl, especially, there was just something about her dead eyes that
So eyes.
hurt my
That's a big
soul.
thing. As a cartoonist and a cartooning teacher, the eyes. It has a lot to do with the eyes. And you have to make them just cartoony enough. Otherwise, it's a primate thing. You start looking into those eyes, trying to see the humanity that is just inherently not there.
someone on the design team had to have gotten a note that said, make them more gelatinous.
Well,
Eyeballs have a jelly texture to them.
yeah.
They need to be more gelatinous. I need reflective surface on the sides of the eyeball.
But I want nothing else on the face to move naturally or even with gravity. The hair moves, but with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair is completely like they got themselves a hair texture and hair particle physics program and just left it alone.
Yeah, just hit a click and it was like the hair will wave ever so gently like a corn, like setting for a cornfield or something.
If you showed me this movie and then you showed me the movie Jurassic Park, I would be fucking terrified. I'd be like, dude, dinosaurs are real, obviously, because we don't have the technology to fake them.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If these are the only two movies I'd ever seen in my entire life, I would know without a doubt that dinosaurs exist somewhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Well, and he obviously he tries to give everything that very like soft Christmas book illustration look.
And that's fine.
Yeah, but then you add in the motion capture and it's just terrifying. If it had been straight animated, there's so much action and none of these characters squash or stretch in any way whatsoever.
Yes, that's
Right.
also that's a second.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So to the eyeballs, but the squash and they need to be plasticky.
Right.
They don't look plasticky. They look like plastic that's been reanimated and not in the Toy Story way.
I just kept thinking of maquettes.
in like bodies on a slab that have been reanimated.
Or, imagine you made a marionette or a puppet and it had cartoon proportions like a marionette should, a really huge head. It otherwise looked and moved like a marionette, but you put realistic human, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What if you then
the only detail
had-
you tried to make humanistic is the eyes. You would forget you would just be captivated by the unnatural eyes.
I'll do you one better. What if you have that
Yes,
character
please.
then puppet a marionette
Yeah.
that may or may not be an anti-Semitic, stereotypical weird? Like, what was the guy's name in Phantom Menace that owns Anakin?
Watto.
Watto.
The talking marionette. For a moment, I was like, "Are we getting into a Watto area here?"
Yeah.
I know Christmas
he a
has a very
marionette?
dark racial history.
No, he was just
Well,
he was just a vaguely
he was
anti-Semitic character.
Yeah.
No, what I meant as far as marionette, there was no metaphor involved. I just meant like take the hobo character. His arms and legs are lanky in a spider-like way, so that they pay no attention to the humanity of the movement or the body structure. But then they, like we're saying, make these eyes try to be as humanoid.
His head also moves like a chicken, where it's not like it's always balanced.
Well, but
like
and
he
it was
could be standing
If this
sideways
was
and his head is
just
still
a
looking upright.
cartoon, it could have been charming.
yes,
I think so too.
yeah.
It didn't have to be super cartoony. But again, take something like manga or anime. It's all about the eyes. And so they don't deal with that uncanny valley because you're looking at a rendition of something.
Yeah. The motion capture on this was a humongous mistake.
It's like as if Leonardo da Vinci did the most detailed portrait of a head and then a stick figure body.
Ultimately, it was a budgetary mistake because, the reason that they went to mocap was they said it would cost like $1 billion to do it live action. And they thought about animation, but
You could still mocap animated characters.
$1 billion to do this with real people?
That's just I think that
it might be a bit of hyperbole, but
sure. They spent 170 million.
It's a movie on a train.
Yeah, it's on a track.
Like I don't know.
Take for instance Shrek. The human characters in Shrek look a lot weirder than the fairy tale creatures, but not in an uncanny way.
Yeah.
You don't look at Farquaad and feel uncomfortable like that's trying to pass as a human.
Yeah. If they had just gone straight animated, it would have been fine.
That's the uncanny valley.
Would have been
something
fine.
Trying to pass as human strikes fear in our primate brain. Why are you pretending to be human?
It would have been a silly, unremarkable Christmas film instead of terrifying.
Yeah, it could have been charming.
I just imagine this having like a full animation team doing actual reproductions of the art from the book.
Yeah.
How amazing that movie would be, like if you had actually like hand painted cells and things like that instead of this like.
Oh yeah, I was thinking 3D
digital
animated.
recreation.
2D animated would have been really.
Yeah, it's a book.
Or doing both. You can still do mocap and use animated.
Yeah.
But you can turn them into anything. That's a whole fucking point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
These are PlayStation 2 characters.
Yes, it's like video game exposition.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was so many sequences that were drawn out and just obviously like, look what we can do. The ticket, the superfluous golden ticket that just flies around and goes under the train and like, wow, look at all these rotocam shots you can animate.
There was, you can argue that it was character development, but there was no actual thing that happened in the entire trip to the point where they got to the North Pole that was necessary as far as the one time they actually they didn't encounter an actual impediment to their journey until they hit until the 1 hour mark when they hit the caribou.
Honestly, they learned more about rail travel than they did the Spirit of Christmas.
Yes.
They learned more about how to operate a steam engine than they did anything else.
They did. And
like, this is the brake, this is the throttle, we put the coal in. It's like, wait, what? Where's this? Where are we?
Yeah, it's so all right. Like I said, it made some decent money. So let's play the box office top 10 game. This is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week of November 11th, 2004.
That's November. She wasn't born yet.
November 10th, 2004, actually. I'm sorry. And the guys here are going to try to guess what movie I am describing. So Christmas 2004. Here we go. Just a few movies outside of the top 10 here. We've got Spider-Man 2 at 28, Shaun of the Dead at 25, Napoleon Dynamite at 20, Sideways at 16, I Heart Huckabees, Team America World Police is at number 11.
Wow.
And at number 10, a firefighter injured and trapped in a burning building has to think about his whole life before he puts out the fire.
Standing there with a hose.
Yeah. Yeah. Has flashbacks of his life as he drifts in and out of consciousness. Meanwhile, fellow fires, led by the chief, attempt to rescue him. Not the chief.
Chief.
Oh,
take
fire.
the starch out of your color.
Yeah. This stars John Travolta and Joaquin Phoenix and Balthazar Getty.
Oh, finally, the trio.
Yeah.
That you wanted.
The three that we always dreamed of being together.
You just didn't know.
Yeah. Robert Patrick, I think, is the chief. Or maybe John Travolta's. No, John Travolta's the chief. Of course he is.
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
What is this movie?
That's what I'm asking you.
Firestorm.
Yeah, I also got to be on the radio.
What do they call them? Engine one.
Oh, actually, Brian's on the right track, but that's
Engine.
It's not. It's not
9.
an engine, and the number.
It's a firehouse.
What they name the engines aren't engine.
Ladder.
Ladder.
3. I don't know.
Ladder 5.
You guys can keep guessing numbers. But
How many ladders can a truck hold?
Ladder 49.
Oh,
It was going to take us a while. Jesus Christ.
49.
Ladder 49.
you should have said it was a perfect square.
Pants off.
Okay, Al, I wasn't.
What
I'm
was
not
it?
a mathematician like some of us.
Wait, how is 49 a perfect square?
7 times 7.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It's early.
We know. Math is the one.
At number 9 at the box office this week, based on a book which profiled an economically depressed town and their heroic high school football team.
Oh, I thought this was J.D. Vance's hillbilly.
Yeah, that's like
story.
10 years
Elegy.
later or something. Yeah.
Remember the Titans?
No, this one was.
We are Marshall.
Nope, this one was even more popular than those.
Friday Night Lights?
Friday Night
Oh,
Lights. Yes,
I
indeed.
thought that had already come out. Yeah, that was the most popular one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you love that? When like little towns, they won't rally to keep their factory open or to fight the powers. They're like, well, we're all broke and lost our jobs. At least we have high school football.
High school football.
I mean, that's true. It's weird. All right.
It's all we got, man.
It's like it doesn't have to be. I'm not knocking your love of high school football.
Yeah, loving high school football's fine. But
What about after the game, you pick up signs and go to the fucking owner of the factory's house?
how about you vote out all of the politicians who are like making these economic policies that are ruining your lives? How about that?
But they love unborn babies, like me. All right, I'm sorry. I digress.
We leave the TV on like the live streaming channels.
Yep.
Sometimes mostly for the animals, but
solely for the animals.
Yeah. But they have an ad break like every 20 minutes, and there's one that just shows over and over again. And for some reason it's showing here in Arizona, but it was for I think Georgia's governorship or anything, and they're like Katie blah 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 isn't for us, she's for they them. I'm like, okay, guys.
Okay. That's why your water has to be boiled.
Yeah, exactly. Number
My preferred pronouns are we, us. The royal us.
I have the editorial. Mine is shut the fuck up.
At number 8 at the box office this week, when a son, I'm going to leave out a very important detail. Okay. When a son of a gangster boss is accidentally killed while on the hunt, his would-be prey and his vegetarian brother decide to use the incident to their own advantage.
He's the son of a gangster, man.
The Lion King?
No. But you're not in the wrong ballpark.
As in Africa or animated?
Directed by Bilbo Bergeron.
Holy shit.
Huh.
How did I miss Bilbo's big hit?
Right? This stars... Okay, I'm going to start reading our cast here.
Vegetarian gangster son.
I'm going to start reading our
It
cast.
sounds like you're free associated.
Yeah, is this a Disney or something?
Our cast is Katie Couric, Peter Falk, Vincent Pastore, Michael
Is this
Imperioli,
Zootopia or something?
Dougie Doug,
Shark Tale?
Ziggy Marley, Shark Tale,
Oh,
Martin Scorsese, Angelina Jolie, Jack Black, Renee Zellweger, Robert De Niro, and Will Smith as Shark Boy. I don't know.
Lava Man.
Yeah, a Shark Tale. That one was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, everyone loves a Nemo, right? So what about the Will
What if
Smith?
he's a cop?
is-
What if he's a shark cop?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
a fish cop? Or shark? I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah.
Remember Fish Police?
Remember Capital Critters?
Yes.
Number 7 at the box office this week. A young boy gets in a stranger's vehicle.
Oh, man. That's not going anywhere good.
Polar Express.
Polar Express. Yep.
Right. Going anywhere good.
Number 6 at the box office this week. A romantic comedy where a bored, overworked estate lawyer, upon first sight of a beautiful instructor, signs up for ballroom lessons. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This one is lost to the ages and probably for good reason. Starring Stanley Tucci, Susan Sarandon, Jennifer Lopez, and Richard Gere.
Oh,
Dance, motherfucker.
It's dance is in the title, Al.
Yeah. Song and dance.
Dance
Dance-
babies.
dance me to the end.
Dance dad.
Dance.
Dance, Ted and Alice. Oh, no.
Second gear.
Second gear. It's called Shall We Dance?
I'm like, no.
Like, all
Movie
right.
over.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.
I'm eating cake.
Number 5 at the box office this week. A Cockney womanizer learns the hard way about the dangers of his actions. This is
Louder Boy?
No, this is a remake of a 1960s Michael Caine film.
Jude
Alfie.
Law.
Alfie. Yep, Alfie.
Jude Law, yes.
Jude Law is Alfie. Jane Krakowski was in that. Huh. Yeah. At number 4 at the box office, 2 men awaken to find themselves on the opposite sides of a dead body.
Saw?
Saw.
Did you see Saw? Mose and I see Saw all the time.
Yeah, Saw was a holiday film. No, actually, it was released October 29th. Hey, that's the right time to release a horror movie.
What do you know?
They so often don't. It's used like so often in like
Yeah.
June or Christmas.
Or Christmas, yeah.
Number 3 at the box office this week. An American nurse living and working in Tokyo is exposed to a mysterious supernatural curse. This stars
In Tokyo.
this stars Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Tokyo Grift. Oh, she did the remake of.
Oh no, wait, actually no, I'm sorry. This is wrong. This is not the remake.
Oh,
Wait, or is it? No, this is the remake. Yeah, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar.
can't remember the movie still, but
Grace Zabriskie is in this. Directed by the original director, Takashi Shimizu. Wow, I didn't realize the original director did it. It is The Grudge.
yes. Damn.
And number 2 at the box office this week. Hey Hey Mama, You know the way you move, gonna make me sweat. No, wait, that's the wrong guy. This is
Like, there's not a Robert Plant bio.
yeah, no. He has a woman way across town
Oh,
who's been good to
Ray?
him. Ray. They take money. We're now. Yeah. And number one at the box office this week, probably the second or third best superhero movie we have not covered, depending on where you rank the Spider-Verses. It's
Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Oh, yes.
The Incredibles, number one at the box office. Yes, indeed. And that is the box office top 10. That brings us to the production of the film itself. The Polar Express is based on a book by Chris Van Allsburg. Chris Van Allsburg is a very successful children's author who also wrote the Jumanji book and Zathura.
Who did Jumanji the movie?
The Jumanji movie?
Was that Zemeckis?
Was it?
I think Zemeckis may have
It was
produced
somebody
it.
like
It was
that.
not directed by Zemeckis. It was directed by Joe Johnston, who did The Rocketeer and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Joe Johnston.
Yes.
Joe. Your name is Joe John? Sorry.
Joey Jojo. He also did Z Was for Zapped. I remember that one we had in the house. So he's they've made a lot of his books into movies, and this is probably the worst one. I imagine thanks to the fact that The Rock and Kevin James will like money, that this dude is really set. But yeah, the Polar Express. Tom Hanks optioned the Polar Express, not Robert Zemeckis. Tom Hanks himself owns the film rights to the Polar Express. In 1999, after reading the book to his kids.
So real quick, just to set the tone, way back when I was at the Blockbuster in Green Valley, and I just happened to be near the counter. This old man was coming in to express his displeasure with the movie. Of course, I didn't know which one. But he sets it down and he says, "This is Tom Hanks. No good." Direct quote. Andrea was there too.
I love.
Oh, we just say that now.
I also love how old people would like expect their money back when they didn't enjoy a film.
Or anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Not.
I don't like this jam. You're like, okay, but there's nothing wrong with it. You just didn't like it.
They got their way.
Yeah. Tom Hanks bought the rights. He planned on playing the conductor and Santa Claus. He was like, I'm going to do both. Now I got to find me a director.
Who can add a bunch of shit that wasn't in there.
Yeah. Originally, Rob Reiner was hired to direct, but he dropped out because I don't know why.
He's smart.
Yeah. Then Robert Zemeckis came on board, and he and William Broyles Jr. Wrote the screenplay. William Broyles Jr. Worked with Zemeckis and Hanks a number of times. Apollo 13, Castaway. He also did the Planet of the Apes, the 2001 Marky Mark Planet of the Apes.
The movie or the planet?
Both. Wikipedia on his page says, see also Wilson the volleyball. So I'm like, what is his?
I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why it specifically calls out Wilson the volleyball on his page as an entirely other section. Zemeckis came on. Him and William Broyles Jr. wrote the screenplay. They did a new draft, which originally I think Tom Hanks and Rob Reiner worked on one originally, but none of that was remained. They expanded a lot of the minor roles. The girl, know-it-all, the hobo was an all-new character who is not in the book.
The poor kid,
you know
too,
what?
right?
Oh yeah.
Andy said the poor kid wasn't in it. I never saw the. I mean, I saw the book, of course. I'm an idiot, but
That
It's crazy because we got to like a few minutes. I don't know what, like the 20-minute mark in this movie, and I thought, you know what this movie needs? A fucking hobo.
yeah,
It
this needs to
hobo.
get a little homosexual up in here.
Yeah.
and Tom Hanks is like, great, another character I can play.
I hope he didn't
Even
get more money
weirder
for
and
it. I hope he
creepier.
made less money for every character that he added.
I imagine he didn't have so much. I imagine he had back end. Like I doubt he took, since he owned the rights. I doubt he took a lot of like.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't want to take it up.
And
front.
he didn't have Vin Diesel's agent.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can get paid more per word?
It's like you're not looping shit.
So despite the fact that he claimed it would be too expensive to make the film live action, he also felt that it would rob the audience of the art style, which he felt was as much a part of the emotion of the story. But
It
he
did
also
not need to be live action. I don't think anybody's saying it had to be live
yeah.
action.
Yeah.
But he thought
The author of the book said that it needed to be live action.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean the audio.
Oh, there you go.
Like that's not the fundamental problem here.
yeah. But he thought an animated version would suit it poorly, so he decided to take the worst of both worlds and do the entire thing motion capture on a stage and then animate the results. So yeah, it cost $1 million per minute of footage, basically, to motion capture and then animate it, which I can't imagine that's cheaper. I'm sorry. I don't buy his, like, it would cost $1 billion to do it live action. I think he's just wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is someone, it
This
sounds
is
like
what
they're
he wanted to do.
defending their choices
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in the face of criticism.
So originally,
They wanted to do mocap, so they
Yeah.
found the guy who was roommates with the guy who did Gollum for Peter. Like, yeah, the technology has been established. Why did you
so
fuck it
Right?
up?
Yeah, Return of the King came out this year, didn't it? 04?
year before,
Yeah.
no,
Holy
2 years
shit.
before. They came out in 2000, 2001, and 2003. Or
Yeah,
2002,
it's not
I'm
the
sorry.
Every
we're not
character had
blaming the
been like-
technology.
I just want everyone to look like Gollum in this movie.
So Tom Hanks originally was going to do the motion capture for every character, but he ended
Oh
up
my God.
he had-
I wish that movie existed. I wish
had-
he did the voices for the kids too.
he ended up only doing the motion capture for the main kid and the adult characters he played. Yes.
Wait, no. He didn't do the motion capture for the main kid. I thought it was Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games.
No. Tom Hanks did the motion capture for most. There were multiple motion capture actors for most of the characters.
That
And
also
Tom
makes
Hanks
sense
did
'cause
the
they
main
all
kid
walk
for a
fucking
good chunk of it.
a variety of ways.
The only characters that were not motion captured and were just animated were the engineer and fireman. And they are the ones are like the least.
Look the most cartoony.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
the most
they're the most
cartoony and are
cartoony.
the least like disturbing.
Uncanny. Yeah.
There was a moment where we saw the engineer or whoever's face, and I thought, here it is. The one moment where someone looks normal, and it was over like that. They
Because they're
contorted him immediately and shot him from a weird angle immediately, and just
Yep. Yeah. Just doing motion capture was a crazy choice.
Well, this like dollar store version of it.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the technology.
yeah.
So yeah, Tom
Like
Hanks.
somebody looked at this shit and was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, this passed through teams of editors and
Oh, it takes a
art
long
advisors
time.
and
to
like
animate."
Yeah. It was.
I'll stop making the same point.
It had a video game that came out on GameCube, and PS2.
What do you do in it? I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not that curious. I'm just frustrated that it exists.
There was a Polar Express motion simulator ride at SeaWorld Orlando, of all places. They couldn't even get into Universal. It had to be at SeaWorld Orlando.
Where
there's
Hollywood
something-
movies go to die, I guess.
There's an attraction in northern Arizona. I don't know. I think it's unlicensed, but it's the Polar Express.
The Polar Express is a common thing from their old Tucson Studios does a Polar Express every year. As does I know there's one in Milwaukee when I lived there that came through every year.
Yeah.
There's one up north of Flagstaff, right? Or
Right,
between Prescott and Flagstaff, somewhere up there.
Yeah. It's a decommissioned line that they use this little.
It's an old steam engine, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard of people taking their kids. I'd like to try that, actually.
My cousins say, like I said, my godson, he loved this when he was growing up, and they go on it, or they have gone on it.
I don't know if you guys have ridden on trains like that, but it's like being inside a drum. It's the coolest shit. The noise and the rhythm of it.
I mean, I have, but only at like amusement type situations. I've never actually been on a steam engine. But, well,
there's one up in Utah that runs like a 40-mile stretch that they do every day, like 3 or 4 times, and it sounds so good.
Yeah, the old school.
So Hanks has 6 credits in this as the hero boy. He did the adult voice and motion capture for the child, the hero boy's father, the conductor, the hobo. He's credited as the Ebenezer Scrooge puppet, but I think that's a cheat since it's the hobo doing the puppet.
Yeah.
And Santa. Daryl Sabara did the voice of the boy. He was from Spy Kids. He was one of the Spy Kids.
He's
the one you couldn't see.
Yeah. He's the spy kid.
He's the spy kid. Yeah.
With the thing on his eye, right? That like zooms in all crazy.
He's the spy kid.
I've sent that
Lava
gift
boy.
before. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. He voiced Butch Magnus in Boondocks. Crazy.
Who's Butch Magnus?
I don't know. I don't remember that character at all.
That's got to be the newer season of Boondocks then too, because he was probably young.
Yeah, probably. He was Peter Cratchit in the Christmas Carol that Robert Zemeckis did a few years later. Oh my God. He was also in John Carter of Mars, the movie that like destroyed a studio. As additional mocap was done by Josh Hutcherson, who
do you think they tried to mocap the eyeballs?
I don't know. 2004 mocap is very primitive compared to what they do now.
Maybe it's not mocap. It's like the performance capture, but like the way the eyeballs move are like, I don't want to say too human because that's not the word, but they move a lot. They're darting around a lot. And I wonder if the actors provided the darting of the eyeballs also. That's an insane question, but like, it doesn't seem like somebody scrolled on a mouse and went like, I'm going to make the eye look like this.
I think that's exactly what happened, though. I think whatever program they ran the mocap animation program they ran it through was just not, because, again, nothing else moves. Like you said, the eyes do move and dart. The hair moves, but kind of all at once and in a very unnet. So I don't know if the eyes were the actor's eyes, but yeah, these were definitely animation choices. Like they were
trying to express emotion.
All you have to do is add a couple more little glints of light, and they're more cartoony and easier to accept. But you can't manufacture the actual light in a human eye.
Make them just like a little bigger and Pixar-y.
Yeah, just a little less gelatinous.
Yeah. Nona Gay voiced the girl. That's Marvin Gaye's daughter. She was also in The Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that was Marvin Gaye's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a reason why these characters are called the hero boy?
Because they were unnamed in the book, and they decided not to name them in the film also.
just boy and girl. What heroic
Yeah, they're
action
credited
do they
as
do?
hero boy and hero girl.
I was
Okay,
like the
so-
subtitles was confused.
That's a perfect distinction right there, is that it doesn't matter that it's a picture book with just a few lines of exposition. This is maybe unfair, but take Dr. Seuss, for example. Like, same kind of thing, just a few lines, but there is character development. These are stories about characters. They made a movie of just a very gorgeous picture book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They tried to give these elements of character development, but like you said, they don't even give them names. The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat is fully formed. The Lorax has a purpose in life. And again, same kind of storytelling where the wild things are. Very sparse in words, but there's a whole arc, whole rich character. It's just bizarre to make an hour and 40-minute movie of a Thomas Kincaid painting. Because it starts right away. The little street and the houses covered in snow, that's lifted literally from a motel fucking Thomas Kincaid painting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's barf.
Yeah. So motion capture for Hero Girl was done by Tina Shea. I don't know how to, but she is a dancer.
Tina Shea. We went to high school with Tina.
It looks like Tinashe, but she's a dancer who also was broke into acting a bit. Nothing really big. She had and a singer. Her big hit was "Two On" featuring Schoolboy Q in 2014. I don't know that song. The singing voice.
I like Schoolboy Q.
Yeah. Her singing voice was Megan Moore. Oh, I forgot to. Well, no.
Wait, they had the gal who is a professional singer not do the singing.
Well, she was mostly a dancer. I have a feeling she became a singer. You know.
I mean, yeah. But it's just funny that she was capable of singing and they had someone else do the singing.
Well, Megan Moore, they had to do the singing. She's a Broadway actress who's like has a lot of singing experience.
Well, this is very singing heavy. So
yes. Billy, the one named child, was voiced by Jimmy Bennett. Jimmy Bennett
Is that the obnoxious kid who took too much Tylenol?
No. Billy is the poor kid who looks like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Jimmy Bennett. Let's see. He played young James T. Kirk in the 2009 Star Trek.
Is he the one who stole the car?
I would imagine so.
To sabotage or whatever?
Yeah. He's done.
That's a pretty cool scene. That's a pretty cool thing to do as Kirk.
Yeah, it is.
That's like for your moment as young Kirk to be stealing a Mustang and driving across the cornfields. It's fucking cool. It's really cool. Makes up for this being
He drives
sad
off a
kid.
cliff.
Yeah, he drives off a cliff.
Yeah,
I fucking love that shit. I remember thinking that we were headed for something very cool and unique.
Billy was mocapped by Tom Hanks's bosom buddy.
As I was about to get to, yes.
Peter Scolari?
Peter Scolari did the mocap for Billy. Yes.
Jesus. Little tiny guy.
Wow.
He keeps him in a cabinet at home.
Yeah.
Tom does.
Yeah. Back to Jimmy Bennett, the voice actor who I was talking about. His career wasn't that big, but he won a sexual assault case against Asia Argento that she sexually assaulted him.
That's
whoa.
the kid.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
do you
This
really
is
win?
the kid. So do you guys know that you're going to get into it, right, Thoreau?
I
Do you
not.
know who she was?
Oh, I know who Asia Argento is.
I know who she is.
Yeah.
That's
Dario's
Bourdain's ex.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's why he like because of this whole sexual assault thing, he had defended her.
Yeah.
And then the texts came out that were of her like explicitly sexually like exploiting this kid.
Mm-hmm. And that sent him into a spiral.
Yeah.
And
I learned this like 4 days ago. I had no idea that was attached to this movie. Jesus Christ. I hate this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a real thing. That was Jimmy Bennett. As we mentioned, Peter Scolari did the motion capture. Additional motion capture done by someone named Hayden McFarland, who is another kid. A kid who did, not a lot of their singing voice. Billy's singing voice was Matthew Hall, who is another, just like a British singer who does a lot of British stuff. Then, of course, the know-it-all kid was Eddie Deason, who has been in like a dozen.
Cruz?
Eddie Deason, who has been in a ton of Zemeckis films. I Want to Hold Your Hand, 1941. He is like, if you see the guy, you know him. He's Mandark in Dexter's Lab. Ned and Kim Possible. But he's that annoying guy. But they pitched up his voice to sound like a kid, and it just sounded like Eddie Deason, the chipmunk, the entire time to me.
That was the obnoxious kid with the glasses.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Every time he
So
spoke,
grating.
I struggled to continue watching.
I mean, you guys would 100% recognize Eddie Deason if you saw him. He's like the skinny guy with big glasses who is
your classic nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I don't want to know what he looks like.
1941 and I Want to Hold Your Hand are the two movies I most know him from. But motion capture, he did the motion capture too, with additional motion capture by Jimmy Rinchak, who is another child actor. He was in Let the Right One In later on. Smokey and Steamer were played by Michael Jeter. He voiced both of them. This was his final role. He passed away while this film was being made. Michael Jeter is, I know he was.
Evening Shade and The Fisher King were two of my favorite early.
Yes. No, I love laying in shit. Can you give me a... Yeah. He was fantastic in that. He was in Miller's Crossing. He was in The Green Mile.
He's so good in The Green Mile. Yeah, just a great character actor.
And later on, he was Mr. Noodle on Sesame Street for a few years. The years that, yeah. So Michael Jeter's fantastic. He passed away during this, and they had to redo a lot of his lines because he didn't complete. So Andre Sogliuzzo did this. He is a voice actor who he does a lot of voice acting in Avatar, The Last Airbender. He was the narrator on Bubba Hotep.
We did Bubba Hotep, right?
We did Bubba Hotep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get. Is this our first animated picture?
It is, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. The sister, Sarah, was mocapped by Leslie Zemeckis. That's Leslie Zemeckis. Let's see. Is she... I'm trying to see what her relationship... That is Robert Zemeckis' wife. I didn't know if she was wife or some other relation. Additional voices. We've got Chris Coppola as a toothless boy and an elf. Yes, he is a Coppola. Charles Fleischer, Roger Rabbit, did some elf voices. And of course, Steven Tyler as Elf Lieutenant and Elf Singer. He did 2 elf voices, Steven Tyler. That's about it. The song Believe was performed for the soundtrack by Josh Groban and was nominated for Best Song at the Oscars. Polar Express has 55% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was reviewed by Roger Ebert.
I'm sorry, real quick. Wasn't Hot Frosty like 76%?
Yes. Yes. Hot Frosty's might be a better movie.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Unequivocally.
By far.
Yes.
Yes.
Even at a time when animated films are more popular and more creative than ever before, The Polar Express is in a category of its own. This film is simply wonderful. It tells the story of a boy who doubts that Santa Claus is real until the Polar Express pulls up in front of his house and the conductor invites him to climb on board.
This year, no letter to Santa, and you made your sister put up the milk and cookies. Sounds to me like this is your crucial year. If I were you, I would think about climbing on board.
It's a thrilling ride, especially when a hobo riding on top of the train looks out for the kid on a steep downhill run. The boy meets a girl and a lonely little kid on board the train, and together they share this magical adventure.
It's still 5-2. I think we're gonna make it.
Of course we will. It's been 5-2 for the last hour. We got plenty of time. We got nothing but time. We got time to kill.
You know what?
The animation here is an eerie balance between real life and a cartoon. It takes a little getting used to, and then it weaves a spell. So does the whole movie. I love The Polar Express, which was directed by Robert Zemeckis and uses the voice talents of Tom Hanks in 6 different roles and has a conductor who looks a whole lot like Hanks. Zemeckis and his gifted animators create a world here that looks unlike anything we've ever seen before, and they fill it with a timeless fable. The Polar Express will be around for a long, long time. I love this movie. It's a Christmas classic. I give it 4 stars, and I'm Roger Ebert, ABC 7 News.
Okay, so Roger's not always right.
Gushing.
Yeah.
But you gotta love it or hate it, right?
Yeah. I get.
I mean, like I said in my analogy, it's a Christmas card. You know, oh, that's pretty. I don't ever need to have anything to do with that again.
Yeah. It's not for me, and I get how if you were a small child when this came out, how it could be something that you could enjoy in the way small children like things that are terrible.
Well, yeah, I support and love that generations get their own versions of things. It's, my argument for Star Wars. Like, they deserve their own thing. Let them have their own. So I get it. I get why it's meaningful to people. But if it's not, it's excruciating.
Yeah. It's. Oof.
So we've already said that the 3 of us hadn't seen it. Thoreau had seen this quite a bit, right?
Mm.
I watched this for the first time yesterday, and I texted the group saying, this is very bad. And Al says,
give it a minute.
Give it a minute. It gets worse. And I was maybe 15 minutes into it. And you could not have texted something more true at every turn. It just got worse and worse and worse. Like, it ended worse than it started.
Oh God!
I'm not proud to say that I had a spaz out. Like, at one point when he was singing so high pitched and the train was as loud as it could be, and I'm just like, this is overload. This is
the hot chocolate dance was. Oh my God!
I was yelling at the TV, Al. That was moments before you had texted. Just wait a moment, it gets worse.
And all the quote unquote extras of the movie had those like tacked on GTA faces. Like,
yes.
Just they were like a face.
They look like a basketball video game character.
GTA 3.
The celebrity's face.
Right. Not GTA 5.
Right. They did not pay any attention to animating any.
Yeah, they don't breathe. They don't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It was
the face
rough.
is just an identifier stamped on a body.
And again, we mentioned Gollum. Gollum looked so much better than any of these characters. Oh man.
And it was mostly Gollum's eyes, but here's a clear distinction. Is that he was otherwise unnatural, so the eyes were used to give you a sense that there was a human there before. This movie is trying to pass these cartoon characters off as people, and it just, again, primates. So it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
To the Golem thing, and well, I'll bring it up when we get there.
Okay, yeah.
Let's let's get on the fucking train, dude.
Yeah, it's time. Here we go, guys. Let's jump
I
in.
hate this movie.
I got my mocap suit on. I'm ready.
There we go. This is the Polar Express. We open on Christmas Eve, Grand Rapids, Michigan. There's a voiceover from adult Tom Hanks about how he's having a crisis of faith. 1 year at Christmas, he's laying in bed and afraid he ain't gonna hear Santa's bells. His dad puts his sister to bed. She talks about how the boy doesn't believe in Santa. Kid gets in bed too, tries to fall asleep.
As he's peeking through the keyhole, and he sees Santa's hat in Dad's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like that lying bastard.
He looks
And he
revealed.
went downstairs. There are no presents, and the milk and cookies are undisturbed.
He's got like an evidence file box that he's looking through for like
he's an FP. Yeah.
When he looks up in the encyclopedia, the entry for the North Pole in big highlighted letters, like it's an illustration. It just says devoid of life. Which is
like that's outdated.
Which isn't a hilarious. But besides the fact it's devoid of life, the makers of that encyclopedia wanted everyone to know at one glance that the North Pole is devoid of life without having to read a paragraph.
Well, and this shot,
and it's not.
No, it's not.
We see the text not from the front, but through the page. Like the page was translucent, and we see devoid of life. From the reverse, like it's
from
so
the reverse.
No.
Like
Well, I mean, they do that, but the devoid of life is like centered. Like they want you to know.
But like when he flips the page, like we are the page's perspective.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it gets weird there.
Like, and it's just one of those things where it's like, where are we? What's happening? Oh my God, this movie is only about 35 seconds in.
Well, all of it is see what we can do tricks.
Yeah. But
and I had no idea how bad this movie was, but that was the first moment where I went, "What? Huh?"
That kid's Santa file box is one step away from being a red yarn board.
Might as well have been.
The kid falls asleep. And he's woken up by the sound of a train stopping in front of his house,
or his radiator.
Yeah,
in his bedroom, which is going. Psh,
yeah.
I wish they hadn't hung such a hat on this moment on the radiator. Like, I don't know. It was very weird. It was a weird, again, to the like making choices. Like they chose to show us the like thing that this all could be right out the gate. Like that's what you show us at the end of the movie. He wakes up, the radiator is hissing, and he goes, "Oh no, I was in the North Pole with Santa."
Yeah.
Like, it's just so badly constructed. I don't get it.
Yeah, he goes outside and there's the train in front of his house. A conductor gets out, tells him it's the train's the Polar Express, a magic train, and it's going to the North Pole. This is the point where if I assume this is real and I'm this kid, I'm like, oh, Santa's real. I'm cool. I don't need to actually see Santa.
That's
I'm
true.
like, it's
This
a
is
magic train.
enough.
It's a magic train. Okay, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm good.
The idea of like, you got to get on board. We're going to the North Pole. You don't believe that Santa's real. Get on my train is weird because that's not motivation enough. I think for me, my memory of being a young kid being like, I don't think Santa's real. If you said, we're going to go meet Santa, get on this train, I'd have been like, I don't know, dude.
Do my parents know you?
Like geographically speaking, I don't want to leave the desert to go to the North Pole. I'm in shorts.
Sure.
Like, shouldn't we be prepared for the scientific expedition to the North Pole?
Yeah. As like
if you're reading the encyclopedia, you know, the motivation should, like, you hate your parents, they're lying to you about Christmas, is a good way to get a kid on a train to run away from home.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's also like just the.
What?
I mean, it is
just for this age of kid to be like, Santa's real, get on this train. It's like, no, I'm good, dude.
He is old enough that maybe he should have questioned it, but again, it is a magic train that parks in his yard. So the train, he says, no, I ain't getting on. But then the train begins to leave and he runs and jumps on. Goes inside. He meets the other kids. He meets a girl with the lifeless stare of a devil.
So he meets a girl, and neither of them, there are moments we've seen in movies where boy meets girl and they can't make eye contact because there's a moment. These characters are unable to make eye contact because no one thought, where are they looking? What are they looking at?
Yeah.
Are they looking at each other right now? She is looking at his chest. He is looking up past her oftentimes. It is so confusing, like in the space.
Yeah, eye lines are not kept clear.
It's like there's a fly behind her.
Yeah.
Oh, and when he gets in the train, there's a moment he looks. Oh, no. Before he even gets on the train, there's a moment before we are shown the train. This boy is looking, and he looks up and over and up and over and down and up and over and down and up and over and down and like cocks his chin. And they're trying to show like, what am I looking at on a character's face? Like a kid could go, you give direction. There's a magic train behind the camera. I'm going to go like this. And you're going to go, whoa, magic train, wonder. They tried to do it with micro expressions and it just looks like he's having a fucking breakdown. Like he's like, oh God, it's like the descriptions of Lovecraft's characters seeing the like non-Euclidean geometry and the squid horrors of the whatever.
It's like
it does not equal what he's experiencing.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because they had Tom Hanks do the motion capture and they're like, do it broad. You're seeing stuff. You're a kid. Look all around. As he was sitting in a black room covered in ping pong balls.
Do you think this movie made Tom Hanks cry like Gandalf? No,
I doubt it. He owned the rights.
This.
Tom Hanks was like, I'm getting a paycheck, bitch.
This movie is exactly what I want to see on the big screen. I think less of him for this.
Colin's going to love this. Or Chet.
Chet, on the other hand. Chet was radicalized by this.
Yeah, it turned Chet directly into a juggalo or whatever he's about. He meets the kids, girl and annoying kid. The conductor takes his ticket, which magically appeared in his pocket. He punches letters into it. The train stops to pick up a boy named Billy, who also refuses.
But every kid has elaborately set up letter, like word starters, like 2 letters.
Yeah. And
his is B.
Yes. B at the beginning and E at the end. B-E. Yeah. So he's...
The other 2 kids have L-E.
Yep. And...
the ones that we see.
It was lead and what was the other one?
Learn. They stop to pick up a boy named Billy who also refuses to get on. But then he changes his mind and runs after the train, but he's too slow, probably from malnutrition because he's poor. He can't jump on.
Or he's just really stupid. You know, he just seems like a really dumb kid.
Probably.
Again. He's wearing galoshes or boots that are too large for him.
Well, and he was wearing like an 1800s style nightshirt.
Nightshirt.
Yeah. Which
it's young Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah. Does he become a millionaire after this and fucking ruin Christmas for a generation?
Probably.
He's like, there was one Christmas as a boy where I went to the North Pole. Oh, God.
Then the boy pulls the emergency brake so Billy can get on. He gets in and goes and sits alone in the observation car.
Billy's arms are way too long.
Yeah.
Like, especially when he's running, they seem to get longer and stretchier.
This movie would be a nightmarish on a hallucinogen. It would truly.
Oh, I'd break
scar
my TV,
me,
dude.
Yeah.
I went to war with Christmas at some point during this movie, like as an institution. It should be stopped. So something like this can't happen again.
Well, I started thinking about like they keep talking about you just have to believe in Santa Claus, even without proof. You have to believe in Santa, and it just felt so allegorical to Christianity.
Well, I mean, that's the whole idea is like the belief thing. But it's beyond allegory. It becomes this silly thing Where it's like, believe in Santa, and it's like, what about Jesus? You know?
Yeah.
If Santa is this real, like, is he an alien? What the fuck? He's not in the Bible. What does this mean about God then? You know? Yeah. What are elves? Do they have free will? Should we invade this place and free them?
Yeah. What? No, the elves seem to love their own little, like they're power mad. The elves, they love the bit of power they have over children.
And they worship Santa like Elvis more than Jesus.
Yeah.
It's very weird. He has this Elvis presence. Like it's his showroom and like the show's about to start. It's very weird.
I feel like it's a socialist society up at the North Pole.
See, I don't. I feel like it's slavery.
Do we see
I feel like he has enslaved a race of people to serve only his wants and needs.
The elves were just the residents of the North Pole, and he came and enslaved them to make his toys.
Yes.
It's some sort
eldritch
of
horror.
Magical psychic hold he's got on them.
Are they a hive mind?
But you never see any elves in squalor.
I mean, it's
true.
Suppose
we
not.
also don't see them eat. Do you think they eat other elves?
We don't. We also don't see what the elves do outside of there. There's like elf, like elves. What are the names of in Brazil? Where the slums of Brazil?
Favelas?
Yeah, there's like elf favelas all over outside of Santa's village.
Elf favela.
So the conductor comes.
That's a Christmas album waiting to be made.
Yeah. The conductor comes back after they pull the brake, and he's initially angry, but then they explain the situation, and he's like, that's cool then. Then they get hot chocolate and a dance.
Boy, do they. Jesus Christ.
And Tom Hanks performs the song.
I am just even thinking about it. It's making me have like a visceral reaction.
That and the Aerosmith moment later were the two moments that like I just truly like felt my soul being like ripped from my body. So the girl saves a cup of hot chocolate for Billy. After the hot chocolate dance is done.
This is her heroic act.
Yeah. Her first heroic act. You know, later on she does more stuff by telling them, let's go this way.
She kind of has like Ripley energy where she's like, we need to keep quarantine.
No, but the boy keeps questioning her at every turn. I'm assuming because she's not a white male.
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
It is the 50s.
Yeah. Is it the 50s though?
It seems like he's got a rocket. Well, maybe it's the 60s. He's got a rocket pajamas.
Yeah. But there's also rocket
and the horn rims, and he knows about the train, and Bing Crosby's playing on the radio, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but then later on there's Aerosmith.
He has a Life magazine in his Santa file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Norman Rockwell painting, which was real.
Yeah. Santa would totally collect his clippings.
He's a Santa file. He's really into Santa.
Those exist. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they even cared to establish that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kept vague for a reason, but it does feel 50s coded to some degree.
Yeah, I mean, the haircuts and everything, too. The style of dress, the sleepwear. Yeah.
Well, except for Billy, who's dressed like it's 1870. There's
a hobo. There's a train hopping hobo.
There is.
Old school though, with the bindle stiff and everything.
Yeah.
Wooden skis.
Not like your modern.
You're not your modern day go-go 80s hobo.
Fiberglass skis.
It's not your grandpa's hobo anymore.
Now they're Fent zombies now. But, so yeah, they go with the conductor and the girl go to give Billy a cup of hot chocolate, and the boy finds her ticket on the seat and immediately decides I'm I'm a white male. I better fix this situation that doesn't need fixing.
Again, this is his heroic act.
But it's not, because this didn't need fixing. Just hold on to it until she gets back. You don't have to take it to her in the other car. Just pick it up and be like, I want to make sure this doesn't get lost, and hold it for her.
But we need a 10-minute ticket sequence.
Yeah, so as he goes outside, it gets blown away, thus creating the problem which he was attempting to solve in the first place.
This isn't even the most frustrating thing about this for me, is the going to the give the other kid hot chocolate. That's where the fucking action is. Are you kidding me? Why are we following this other kid with the ticket thing at all? This girl, her heroic thing was, I want to give this little boy hot chocolate. I don't see any of that shit. What the fuck just happened?
No, you don't see any of it. So, all right, he goes. So the ticket, we see it blow through the wilderness. There's wolves. There's others. There's an eagle, and then it gets a bald eagle who's like, I'm saving this ticket for America. And then an eagle baby pukes it up.
Turns into a snowball.
Yeah.
It eats it and then, throws it back up.
And it ends up back in the train car in the vent.
A quick shot of the hobo riding underneath the train.
Yeah, like it's stuck to a shoe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we wouldn't have to talk to the hobo at any point in the movie when I saw him at first.
Oh, no,
I thought, that must get a lot worse.
The hobo is definitely an important part of this movie. Yeah. So then the girl and the conductor return to the car, and the girl discovers her ticket's missing. The conductor escorts her out. They go backwards again, back to the end of the train for some reason. I mean, the reason is so that the kid can then have an adventure on the top of the train, but it makes no sense because the conductor came from the front of the train multiple times.
It's a magic train. You just need to believe.
Was it Know-It-All? It said the conductor's going to throw her off the train.
Yes.
It's normal protocol.
It's normal protocol. But then Hero Boy sees them walking on top of the train.
He thinks he does. Well, okay, so he finds the ticket in the vent and follows to the back of the train, goes out the back of the end of the train, and assumes they must have gone up because
he sees the shadows cast from a flame on top of the train, and it looks like a hand pulling a girl.
Yes. He sees shadows multiple times that aren't what he thinks they are. So he goes on top of the train where he finds the hobo. Him and the hobo have a talk.
Cooking some coffee over an open flame.
Yeah.
In a can with his socks.
Yes.
Hey, that's livid, man. I had high hopes for a brief moment, and then his face started to contort and twist, and then I was scared.
And Tom Hanks did a gruff hobo voice. So I'm a hobo. So yeah, the hobo and him have a talk about whether Santa's real or not.
I'm a hobo, baby.
Yeah. So him and the hobo have a talk about Santa. The hobo decides he's going to help him get to the front of the train to find the girl. They get skis. There's a whole big thing. They've got to get there before they hit the tunnel. That there's not going to be enough clearance for them to be on top of the train.
I'm just going to ask it now because who gives a shit? Is this guy a ghost? Or is he an apparition? Is he some sort of hallucination? Is this Santa Claus? Is this the magic of Christmas? What is this supposed to fucking even mean?
Yeah.
There was a deleted scene that explained that
they thought something wasn't good enough for this.
Yeah, explained that the hobo was the ghost of a person who had fallen off the train. He's the ghost of a hobo.
So he's an actual hobo ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right.
So he is a ghost.
Yes. He is an actual ghost who is a hobo.
Cool.
Anyways.
Hobo Ghost. This fall on CBS.
The Hobo Ghost Whisperer.
I blew out my voice and I've just been doing movie taglines all week.
So yeah, the hobo, they end up skiing down the train car, and the kid.
I question the physics.
Yes, there's lots of physics in this that makes no sense, which is fine for a cartoon, but with the motion capture, it feels weird.
So the hump is the only thing that I can think that they go up and over the hump.
Your lovely lady bumps.
My Christmas seasonal humps. But at the very top of the hill, there's a little bit.
Seasonal hump disorder.
We have the medication for you. Tell your doctor about your fucking lumps.
But yeah, they go up and they bounce at the top. That's the only reason I think that they may have had a tiny bit of momentum to go faster than the train.
Are you shitting me?
That's the and not that I believe it, but I was like, okay, somebody on the team was like, we have to do something because the physics of this doesn't work, you guys. So someone said, oh, we'll give them a little boop at the very top.
Okay. I mean, whatever.
They ruined all of their first person perspective, like train car roller coaster shots with turning back to show us the faces and the reactions of the children,
but also
flapping in the wind.
I swear that this would have been made for 3D, except it wasn't. Like, what is all of these roller coaster shots make sense only in the context of it being for a 3D exhibition, and it was not. So
thank God.
So, the hobo, anyways, the ghost hobo skis down the magic train and the kid falls into the coal just in time before they hit the tunnel, tumbles out and finds the girl there in the engine.
They've left her in charge.
Yeah, she's driving the train while the engineer and the fireman repair the headlamp.
No ticket, come up front. Drive the train.
Yep. There's a herd of caribou on the tracks, and they yell for them to stop. And the girl's like, this is the break. And the boy is like, are you sure? You're neither white nor male.
I would have loved for this movie to have had this girl's fucking perspective for this shit. They put me in charge. Like, that would have been cool to see.
I would have liked her to have just been like, shut up, bitch. They told me that's the break. Eventually he's like, I'm going to trust her, and pulls the brake. And they come to a stop just in time. They clear the caribou off the track by pulling the engineer's beard, causing him to scream, which the caribou like or don't like. I'm not sure.
It's strangely sexual either way because Tom Hanks is forcibly pulling on his chin hairs to get him to howl.
And the guy's not trying to stop Tom Hanks. He's just digging it.
They're both like reluctantly just even the conductor's like, I'm not really into this, but it feels good. And it seems like everybody's enjoying it.
Normally, I wouldn't be into pulling this man's beard, but at this time,
they're not making choices.
Things are just happening.
Yeah. It is a cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't mean to piss on the picnic.
Yeah, it is.
It's the way that they, again, to the facial acting of the characters of the like, maybe I should be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Every emotion is super unclear.
Well, yeah, again, the problem is straddling that line between cartoon and live action that they decided to. If they had just gone one way or the other, so the engineer and the fireman go back to the controls while the conductor and the two kids stay on the front of the train. The train gets going, but then the throttle isn't working, or they can't slow it down.
A pin falls out of the mechanism.
A pin falls out, but it wasn't working first. I guess the pin was just too loose for it to work. Then they end up going, and then the tracks are frozen over, and they end up on a frozen lake, and they end up going onto the frozen lake, sliding across it.
This is the only sequence from this movie I had seen. And I remember thinking that this was kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. They're kind of like Dead Reckoning on a train by controlling one side of the. It's not physically real. It's very magical, whatever.
The Polar Express to Tokyo Drift.
But yeah, they like reverse, like the train does an entire 360-degree spin into the direction it was supposed to be going. And just as far as like the visual design of a sequence of events, this is the one thing that is good in this movie. And not good, but comparable to everything else. There was a choice. They were like, oh, if we make it spin, and then they correct it at the last moment.
I doubt
that could be visually stimulating, you know?
I just kept thinking that this is not how train wheels work. And this is on ice, that they're not going to have enough friction to actually move the train.
Differential control on your train car or your train engine. Yeah, no. We still don't have that kind of technology because why would you? It's a train.
Yeah, a train. You don't really steer trains per se. They are on a track, not like you steer a car. So yeah, they're on the frozen lake, but the lake, the ice starts cracking. So they have to get back onto the tracks and get off the lake before it cracks and they fall through.
There are a couple moments where before they get to the lake where they experience weightlessness.
Yes.
Inside the train. It's the vomit comet.
Yes.
This is funny. They do a good job of making these two guys when they're together work.
The engineer and the fireman are the best characters in the movie because they weren't motion captured.
The drama of swallowing the pen was fun to watch until it wasn't.
Yeah. And
there were a couple of moments where I was like, oh, this is kind of funny. This is kind of cute. They'll find it. They'll get it together. Then they don't.
Mm-hmm. And
it cracks the ice.
Yeah, it does. It cracks the ice. But anyway, so they use... Yeah, the train, they get back.
The hairpin fixes the throttle.
Yeah, the hairpin fixes the throttle. They're able to get moving. They're just braking one side of the train to stop it and steer it. They get back onto the tracks. Oh, the Tom Hanks and the girl are about to fall off at one point, and the boy grabs them and is helped by the hobo ghost to save them.
They talk about him being an angel in this moment. This is our one Christianity part of this, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But he's not an angel. He's a ghost hobo. Or a hobo ghost.
He's a hobo ghost.
Not a hobo angel.
So yeah, after they get back on track to the North Pole, the kids and the conductor head back to the passenger car. They pass through a car that has just old toys in it.
They're introducing the idea of recycling. The idea of recycling.
Yes, this is. Yeah, exactly.
They rebicycling.
Yes.
It had to have been the 50s or 60s, I guess.
Yeah.
Cycling is new, or recycling is new.
They pass an Ebenezer Scrooge puppet that comes to life and accuses the boy of not believing in Santa. But then the kid sees the hobo ghost is the one working the puppet, and he's like, fuck you, hobo ghost, I'm out of here. He runs back to the passenger car. Are
you with me or against me?
Yeah. He decides to go back to the last car to see Billy. Billy tells him he's never gotten a Christmas present. So in this universe, Santa has decided that this kid is too poor to get presents at any point up till this year.
I think it's been implied that he didn't have a house or a tree. Like his family doesn't do Christmas or something.
Fuck you. I'm Santa. I'm going to give him a present anyways. I don't need the house and the tree.
We do see that he has a house.
At this
point. The end.
At this point,
yes.
He has a house. But no, I mean, fuck you, Santa. Give the homeless kid a present if you're real and are magic. So then the girl joins him and they sing the Josh Groban song.
I thought the Hot Chocolate was the only song we were going to get, and I was mistaken.
Oh, no. And there's another original song later on, too.
Yeah, there is.
And then another original Aerosmith song after that.
I wish they didn't think we need to showcase these characters singing. I wish they thought it'd be nice to have some music in the background.
Well, and the kids kept singing songs.
About halfway.
Yeah, the kids kept singing songs to them like they were singing carols, but they were like original songs that no one knows.
Yeah. Who's teaching this music on the train?
Yeah, these Josh Groban songs that everyone knows.
Josh Groban's he's got the Josh Groban car in the rehearsal car.
That's right.
For the children's choir.
So the train arrives at the North Pole, where the conductor announces that one of the children will be chosen to receive Santa's special first gift of Christmas alone in a back room.
And we still have 50 more minutes of movie.
Yes, we do.
We're at the North Pole.
But not much happens in this 50 minutes. So, all right. Billy doesn't get off the train.
Not much happens in the whole fucking thing.
No.
That doesn't seem to have slowed us down.
Billy doesn't get off the train, and the girl and the boy get back on to convince him to come meet Santa. But then the train decouples, and they go on another roller coaster thing, and they end up in this train depot area that's like really high up. So they leave the train, they walk across some scary elevated tracks and find themselves in like a mission control room where the elves are monitoring all the children in the world and deciding who's naughty and who's nice. The elves finish up their power trip and take a pneumatic passenger tube to Santa's big shindig. The kids follow them, but they press the wrong button and end up in the present factory. On a conveyor belt, Billy finds a present addressed to him. He grabs it, and there's more sliding hijinks and roller coaster camera work through slides and presents and conveyor belts, and they end up dumped into Santa's sack, where the know-it-all kid is also there. He followed them, he says. After the sack gets lifted out by a hot air balloon, the elves are bad at their jobs, and it hits the top of the Christmas tree, and we see that the star on top was plugged in, but then later on Santa lights it magically, but in this point they're using electricity. And what is this plugged into? Because it's a very short cord. Anyways,
I think there are elves powering the North Pole. Again, slave labor.
Or they're just it's big furnaces that they shovel other elves into.
Yeah, I was going to say they just use their bodies as fuel.
Not elves on wheels.
Yeah, like hamster wheels.
Hamster wheels.
Elves on wheels, yeah. So anyways.
On fire, though.
Yeah. The sack barely brushes the top of the tree, as it does in my house every year.
Yo, the sack, though, why did they have to make it so testicular? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that one nut hanging there.
Yeah.
From this little dirigible. And they're making little fart noises like, oh, we got to get the nut over the tree. Get my ball up and over. I need to scratch it on this star up here at the top. This shit.
Yeah, this was rough.
The flying elves.
Yeah.
Abandoning the dirigible to
its fate, whatever that may be.
To lose mass, so it goes higher.
Yeah,
not enough. But yeah,
did like the counterweight thing. That was an interesting approach to the like buoyancy Bernoulli of it all.
I have to say that I think sack and testicular are sort of
synonyms.
Yeah, how do you avoid the look of sack?
Yeah, that's.
But I think they maximized how human ball like they made this thing look.
Maybe.
Well,
I've never seen Santa's.
It was the veins
Santa's
in the hair.
It was very, very crushed velvet. Needless to say,
I wear a
bruised.
I put a crushed velvet Santa sack over mine every year for the holidays. So all right, the sack finally makes it into Santa's sleigh. The elves get the kids out of the bag.
I do like the visual of the sack in the sleigh. It was cool. Like the scale of it, the ratio of sleigh to
sleigh to sack.
Yeah. I was like, damn, okay. I believe now that Santa has all of the gifts for North American children in that.
Yeah, for the North American kids whose parents are well off enough to get presents.
Hey, you better have a tree, milk, and cookies, motherfucker.
Yeah, otherwise it ain't happening. So they assemble for Santa to come out, and the elves start singing very creepily, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Okay, did anybody else get the horror movie vibe, not just from this moment, but from multiple musical beats on the train? There were music, like the suspense around scenes was amped up. Like every time that someone was standing between two cars, it felt like they were going to get crushed under the wheels.
Yeah, well,
so when we get to this, it felt very like ominous. It didn't help that we had tonal ominous stuff happening.
It felt like worshiping a Lovecraftian beast that is coming to us.
If you break down a good amount of Christmas carols, there's a sinister element.
You better watch out.
You better watch out. Like that's a threat.
Yeah.
That truly, yeah. That's not good advice. It's just fucking Santa Claus.
Because again, he's
coming
an
to town.
powerful, mystical figure that's watching you more than Jesus, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's coming.
Sorry, Santa.
And you better watch out. Yeah. He arrives and the elves lose their shit.
He arrives like a character from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I mean, there are versions of Santa in some countries where he eats the children that are bad.
Yeah.
Not just doesn't give them a present. Fucking kills them.
Yeah.
What is it? The Belschnickel? Are you impish or?
Yeah, Belschnickel.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you impish or are you? I can't remember.
Delightful. I forget what he says.
But
the Dutch have very terrifying Christmas with his racist little elves.
Yeah.
Well, just the one.
Yeah, the one elf. Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's Pete, right?
It is Pete.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. Anyways,
for
Black
centuries.
Pete.
Black Pete. It's Black Pete. That's his name.
Yeah,
it's Black
but it's in black.
Yeah.
It's in Dutch.
People go in blackface.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pete.
But in Spain they have Christmas shit. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Spain's Christmas shit. Little ceramic shit ornaments or shit decorations are a Christmas thing in Spain.
Huh? Like reindeer shit?
Human. Like little cartoonish piles of shit.
Oh.
I don't know. It's a thing. I'm not sure what it's about. So anyways, during the celebration, a bell flies off of the reindeer and the boy picks it up, but he can't hear it until finally he decides to believe. And then he can hear it.
He says, I believe.
And he says it multiple times.
He said earlier that he wanted to believe, right?
Yes, I want to believe.
Which is just funny. Which is just always a funny pop culture reference in anything.
Sure. Yes. I want to believe.
To Santa being a freaky alien monster.
Yeah. He believes in life after love is what he believes in. Like Cher, he believes.
They keep focusing on the clock tower.
Mm-hmm. Which is where the other gunman was.
Oh, that's right. The time.
The time, like it's approaching midnight, and there's a whole deadline thing. But my question
5
is,
minutes till, and it has been for about an hour.
If you're at the North Pole, what time zone are you in?
All of them simultaneously. That's why it's always 5 minutes to midnight. Anyways, so yeah. Then Santa comes out and he's like, "That's my bell," and talks to the three kids and tells them.
He says, "What did you just say? Tell me what you just said.
Tell me what
I heard you say something.
You better watch out. I'm here.
I'm telling you why. What did you say, boy?
I am the knight."
Yeah. So he decides that the hero boy gets to have the first gift, and he asks for the bell. Santa lets him have it.
It was kind of cute, the whisper in the ear, and then the bell being the thing.
Yeah.
But also, what's this fucking movie about? A bell or a train? What is happening here? I feel like, what's Odin? What are you, the god of fucking hammers?
Yeah. So he, so then Santa leaves. He does the whole thing and he flies around and shows off for a few minutes. And he leaves. The kids get back on the train to go home, and the boy discovers he lost the bell. There's a hole in his pocket. They go home. Billy gets off at his sad little poor person house.
Do they have to drive over that lake again?
I'd imagine so.
It's probably a lot slower. You have to go uphill the whole way.
Yeah.
And they just break the ice with the front. It was the pin that made them come off the tracks.
Sure, but they were frozen over. They couldn't stop because the tracks were frozen over and they couldn't stop because the pin came out.
Oh, but they still have an icebreaker on the front.
Yeah, they do.
They were just going too fast for the icebreaker to be effective because at a certain point you become a bullet.
Yeah, because physics are very important in this movie.
It's the Polar Express, you guys. Yeah. Come on. The pinnacle of realism.
So, the boy gets home. He goes to sleep and wakes up, and then it's Christmas. Christmas morning. Him and his sister open the presents, but there's one last present. It's the bell with a note from Santa. He and his sister can hear it, but their parents can't.
Were you kids stupid? This bell's broken.
And once again, the parents slightly call out like, where did this come from? So it's a little better than like most Christmases where Santa brings gifts and they're just don't
There's a handwritten note from a grown man in there.
Yeah.
Where did this come from is a good question.
Yeah. We get a last ending voiceover where Tom Hanks tells us that as he grew up, his friends couldn't hear the bell anymore, and even his sister couldn't, but he can still hear the bell. He's considered a zealot and shunned by the society.
Warrior for Christmas.
Yeah. It rings for all who truly believe. When credits roll.
It's kind of a pretty sentiment.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's Christmas. It's a kid's Christmas sentiment. It has the same sentiment a lot of Christmas movies do. But
it feels tacked on. It feels fucking tacked on. Oh, you couldn't hear the bell of Santa's thing at the end of the train thing? What?
You're a dirty.
Thematically, what?
Yeah, but you heard the Aerosmith elf.
Oh, we didn't even.
We kind of went past the Aerosmith elf as they're leaving. Yeah, there's Steven Tyler gets to be an elf and sing some Christmas rock and roll Aerosmith song. I'm not a fan of Aerosmith, anyways.
Same. Yeah, not my bag.
That's about it for the Polar Express. Do we have unanswered questions? Yeah.
I mean, we got what they learned stamped on their ticket.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we kind of mentioned that. There's learn, lead, and believe are what the three kids ended up.
So the know-it-all kid still has more to learn. Does he really learn that in this story? No, I
think he does in a way because first he thinks it's lean because the thumb is covering the R.
That's right.
And then he admits that he was mistaken.
I guess, learning to own your mistakes is a big step.
Sure.
It's just all three of these like thematic elements of like these three characters learned this lesson. I was just like, did they? Did any of them?
I mean,
besides maybe the believe kid who was like, I'm just going to say I believe so I hear the bell. I'll do anything for that bell.
I mean, the lead girl had a little because first she was like, I don't know if I can, when he questions her on the break and she shuts up, and then later on she's like, no, we're going this way.
Yeah, that's it.
She learns
for
to
her
trust
leadership.
herself.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's about it. Not what else is there to say about the Polar Express?
I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel like I am sort of responsible. I would have never watched this. My life would have been better for it.
I told my sister that we were doing this movie, and she's like, "Did you run out of good Christmas movies?"
My homie,
they can't all be hot frosty.
Kept saying it. I'm in Yuma with one of my childhood friends, and about halfway through, he just goes, I would like a rope. I would like a large rope. And he was singing songs about a rope the whole time. Needless to say, I have to make amends for the pain I've caused my friends and my family.
So real quick, let's go ahead, do the thumbs here. Josh?
Down.
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 Down,
Yes,
down,
we got
down.
him, ladies
All
and gentlemen.
downs.
We got Mr.
All
Weber on
down.
a down thumb.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So, all right, that is it for the Polar Express, which means it's time to discover what we're going to be watching next time on Holiday Phosphorescence. And our chooser shall be Al Weber. Al, tell us, what will we be watching next time?
Yeah, I vaguely remember someone saying no monsters for Christmas, but I want to do Krampus.
Cool. I'm down. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. No.
Krampus.
Oh, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah.
To the point you were making earlier,
Scott.
Josh, about the horror features of Santa, like in some cultures, like eating children, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might have said that I personally am tired of like horror Christmas.
Yeah.
But the Krampus is not that exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been curious about Krampus for a long time, actually. I'm
Gremlins
Krampus
was a
curious.
hit.
You're Krampus curious.
Yeah, not the same thing. I guess I meant like the Black Christmas type.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Choose what you want.
So, all right. Next time we will be doing Krampus. We're having a really good mix this year. That will be next time on Holiday Phosphorescence. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us. This has been one of your hosts, Thoreau Smiley, and I'm off to catch the St. Patrick's Day Uber to Boston.
I'm Josh CC, and I imagine those train cars were just filled with farts.
At least they could open a window.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Lesh, and what in the name of Mike was this movie?
And I'm Alaric Weber. I don't want to hear the bell anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.